So now, continue with this journey of the world is flat. I will tell you the story of Tecton. I think it's important because it will show you that it was feasible 15 years ago. Today, you have more tools, more resources, so it's going to be easier. At Tecton, as I mentioned, I started because I was trying to build products, and then I realized that I was good building software for somebody else. But that's one piece of the equation. The second piece is like how I get customers, because you could be very good at something that doesn't mean that you will get customers at it. And this is also another topic, like we will talk about like how you make that mix in order to have the right team. But going into Tecton, we were started looking for clients, and we started in 2008. Just picture this, the worst year to start a company in general in the world, but we incorporated in the US. So I was trying to get customers in the US, and I was able to find a niche. And this is what I mentioned about the mindset. Like you can just say, oh my God, this year is really bad. I will wait, or I will just do something else. No, we said great, because again, as Warren Buffett says, never leave a disaster or a pandemic or something bad go to waste. What this means, whatever happens, it's an opportunity for somebody. My mindset was like, this is an opportunity to show that technology is always going to be needed, but how we can get as much as possible from this. 2008, for whoever is too young or they don't remember, there was a crash on the market and the finance world in the US. So we saw as an opportunity of savings. Why? Because many of the companies, they were not on the cloud. We were looking for projects that were either open source or like mainframes, or things that people mostly didn't like, just because you need to do savings. So long story short, we were able to work with one of the biggest banks in the US because they were looking to save money on resources on log files on their servers. They were not in the cloud. So they have a lot of huge log files that we were able to locate and tell them, hey, this log file is over 10 years old. Do you really need it? Because it's going to cost you X amount of dollars a month. So a year is these savings. And people started giving us those projects just because they saw that we were an strategic, not advisor, but a strategic company that can do things that most of the trendy companies, they cannot do because they don't want to do it. Why? Because we were able to provide knowledge. We were learning. We were saying yes to every challenge. And they like that. So we started seeing that the ugly project business was a niche. What this means, projects that many other companies, they didn't want to take it because, oh, we don't know open source, or we don't know this tool. And we will give them a chance. In fact, at the beginning, one of my ways to sell projects was, if we cannot complete it, you won't pay us. So all the risk is on us. And the clients start giving us a chance. And the good thing about the US, and again, that goes to the mindset, is that people will give you a shot, not like in Latin America where everybody was asking me how old I was and if I have a master's degree. So in the US, they were telling me, can you do this? And I say, yes. If I'm not able to do it, you won't pay me. And we were able to do it. So eventually we have a reference. Just for the people that is starting this journey, references are everything. If you have a reference for a client, you can get a second, a third one, and that's how you scale, especially in the US market where everybody really like to know the experience before you buy in the service. So we start getting references that way. So we try to be creative. We try to use our growth mindset in order to make sure that we can get customers. And of course, even when we start with products, we realized that we were good doing projects, and then we even mastered that. We were good building projects that were ugly for other companies. Eventually, we were able to access all type of projects, but that was the differentiator. That was our secret sauce, if you want to put it in a way. So just try to picture that when you're trying to analyze a situation. Even with COVID, it was a great opportunity for many companies to adapt and improve. Just remember that if you don't adapt, you're dead. So not the strongest one is the one who survived, it's the one who can adapt faster that survives. So just have that in mind.